Good morning or afternoon, Anthem Kids. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Owen.
Thank you for being here. We have such a great episode, like we always do. Owen, what do we have going on this episode?
Well, I wanted to start out this episode by telling you guys some very sad news. Today is Kyle's last episode with us.
Sad news. Or for Owen, it's great news.
So, next week we will have a new co-host. I will miss Kyle so much.
I'm going to miss Kyle too.
But before we get into the show, Kyle, I got a present for you.
Oh, and you didn't have to get me a present. What did you get me, man?
You know, I know how much you like this, and it's not nothing big, but maybe it's something meaningful. I got you your Arizona green tea because I know how much you like it.
Bro, I appreciate that, man. Thanks, man. That's great. We have such a great episode for you guys. We are spinning the wheel. I don't know how this is supposed to make me feel great on my last episode. It never ends out well for us, but you don't know. Maybe we'll land on the money. We could really use some money.
We also have random facts for you guys today.
We got some good facts. But most importantly, we have our fantastic, wonderful lesson in worship tailored just for you guys. Like you.
And you.
And you. Not you, though.
Not me, but
for you guys.
But you. Yeah, and you in the back.
Owen, what are you most excited for today?
You know, I would definitely have to say I'm most excited for the wheel.
Well, Owen, let's go ahead and spin that wheel.
Let's get right into it. All right, kids, we have the wheel right here. Kyle, you want to do a rundown of what we've already done so far?
Oh, man. There's just been so many fun, thrilling things that we've landed on. I mean, our first land, we landed on the Taco Bell fire sauce.
Not fun.
Did not like the chunky ketchup. We also landed on pie in the face. What do you think about that?
It wasn't bad. It was fun. I had a good time with that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's free lunch. Say it with us, kids.
Spin that wheel.
Ooh, good spin, Owen.
No, put some muscle into that one.
Hey, it's my last day here. Let's land on some money. I could use some money. Oh. We have to spin again. There's no way we can do that.
We have to, Kyle. It's your last day here.
We can't buy a hamster.
But we can.
Who's going to take care of it?
I think Pastor Chase would want it.
I don't know if Pastor Chase is going to want it, but
there's only one way to find out.
Gosh, what are we going to name it, though? Didn't we come up with a name earlier?
Huh.
Let's do a flashback.
Should we,
Where are we going to buy a hamster from?
I don't know, but we should definitely name it Terrence.
Terrence. Yeah. The hamster.
Terrence the hamster.
That is a terrible name.
Well, that's the name it is, so you
Hey, we can give it to Pastor Chase. He would love it.
Terrence.
Oh yeah, I remember. I hated that name.
Yep, that's the name. Terrence the hamster. Make sure to stay tuned, kids, because at the end of our video, we will be going to buy a hamster.
I'm not too sure about this, but
I'm very excited. I'm extremely excited to buy this hamster.
Before we get to the lesson in worship, we have our next segment, Random Facts. Owen, did you know Scotland, the country, has a mascot?
Well, let me tell you, I'm Scottish. My name Owen, E-O-I-N, is as Scottish as it gets. And I'm telling you right now that we definitely are the big men with the red beards and the big muscles. But go ahead, Kyle. Tell me what the mascot of Scotland is.
Well, first of all, you're not a big man. You don't have a red beard. And you don't have big muscles. So I don't know who this...
But I am Scottish.
I don't know who this imposter is, but... Owen, the mascot is a unicorn.
A unicorn?
Unicorn, like, they have a horn. It's a horse, but with a horn.
You know, I'm not disappointed by that. I actually really like unicorns. They're magical creatures.
I feel like I'm sitting next to Shrek.
Back off! Shrek is not Scottish!
Going on to our second fact of the day.
Alright, hit me with it. Is it another Scottish fact?
No.
Alright, let's get right into it.
Bees. Like the animal, not the letter.
Bzz. Yeah. Those ones? Okay.
Bees.
It's not an animal, it's an insect.
Mom, are you serious right now?
Thank you to our producer Maury for correcting us. It is an insect.
Insect bees.
But an insect is an animal. So bees, the animal.
The bzz.
Ow. Did you know when bees sting?
They
can actually sting other bees. It's like Bee Fight Club. First rule of Bee Fight Club, you don't talk about it.
So it's like friendly fire. It's like friendly fire, dude.
Just imagine like a bee, like
if I ever witnessed a bee stinging another bee, like that's probably like the greatest life accomplishment.
It's like the bee mafia, like.
Yeah, it's like, oh, dude, you messed with the wrong hive, dude.
It's like a bee hit list.
You know, Kyle, those are some amazing facts, and I was actually really surprised at the unicorn being the mascot for Scotland.
Yeah, especially since you claim to be Scottish. You should have known this.
You know what, Kyle, we can't all be perfect, okay?
Oh, and I got one more fact for you.
Oh, okay. Hit me with it.
Since it's my last day here, last episode, we have the best lesson in worship out of the universe. So guys, without further ado, let's introduce the lesson. Owen, what's our lesson about today, man?
Well, I just wanted to recap real quick. Faith is believing in what we cannot see because of all what we can see and everything that the Maker has created for us.
You're exactly right. And Owen, faith has been playing a huge role in my life right now, as I'm about to graduate from college. The 16th grade, I'm about to graduate. 16 years of my life. I've lived in South Carolina, and now I'm trying to figure out, do I want to stay in South Carolina? Do I want to go to Atlanta, Georgia? North Carolina? Do I want to come here to California? I don't know. I don't know what the future's going to hold. But as we see in the book of Revelations, specifically the 21st chapter, John had a vision of what the future is going to be. The end of all the universe, he sees a new heaven and a new earth. It's so refreshing and reassuring to know what the future is going to look like. Even if I can't see a year from now, I know within my heart, because of faith, I know what the end is going to be like.
Exactly. If we put our faith in God and have that strong relationship with Him, we don't have to worry about anything because we know we are in His hands and He has a plan for us.
With that being said, Owen, are you more excited for the lesson or for the worship today?
You know, I think I'm excited, really excited for both. I feel like it's just going to be an amazing day today.
You took the answer right out of my mouth. With that, let's get ready for worship.
Knuckles.
Hello everybody, I'm Erica and welcome to my Steam Lab! I've got something extra special to show you today, and I have faith that it will be my coolest discovery yet! Faith is trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see. And what I can see is this awesome telescope! Ooh. Everything! Wow. I am super excited for what we'll be able to see through this telescope. Stars, planets, galaxies, satellites, space exploring cats. Well, maybe not the cats. There's a skylight in the lab. So, I can see all the cool stuff from right here. I just have to finish focusing the telescope. Okay, while I focus on the telescope, why don't you guys focus on the awesome Bible story today? It's out of this world.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verses 3 to 5.
John squinted against the blinding glare of the afternoon sun. Just a short distance away, frothy waves crashed against craggy rocks and foamed over white sands. This island of Patmos was isolated and rocky, but the view was stunning, surrounded by brilliant blue sea and sky.
Most beautiful prison on earth.
Though he wasn't chained up, John was in jail. The Roman emperor, who was unable to make John stop preaching about Jesus, had exiled him to this prison colony where many prisoners worked in the mines. There was no way off the island, so John was now very old, living out his final years on the island of Patmos with a handful of criminals.
I can share the story of Jesus with them too.
John settled into a shallow cave on shore to take shelter from the heat. He closed his eyes.
I've seen so much.
John had lived longer than any of the other of Jesus' disciples. He had watched the early church grow while the story of Jesus spread fast and bright as wildfire. But he had also seen terrible things happen to those who believed in Jesus. In fact, many people died just for talking about Jesus.
We saw everything Jesus did. We can believe he'll be with us forever, even through death.
Despite the threats and persecution, more people than ever were following Jesus. God's story was traveling from one end of the world to the other, just like Jesus said it would.
I wonder why I've been allowed to live this long.
In the cool of the shallow cave, John began to relax. His head was nodding. Until a voice like a trumpet sounded behind him.
Write on a scroll what you see.
John blinked. Was he awake or dreaming?
Wait, what? I don't see. Oh.
Turning, John saw Jesus himself, his eyes blazing with intensity.
Do not be afraid. I was dead, but look, I am alive forever and ever. Write about what is happening now and what will happen later.
John's mind worked quickly, trying to grasp what was happening. It appeared that God was trying to show him a picture of things that would happen in the future, and he wanted John to write them down and show them to others so that they could believe too.
Yes, Lord. Do you mind if I grab a scroll? Oh, and a quill. I don't want to forget anything.
John watched, amazed, as God showed him many things that were coming. Some were wonderful. Some were terrible. Some were mysterious. After the vision ended, John began a letter to several of the new churches.
I, John, am writing this. I am a friend who suffers like you. As members of Jesus' royal family, we can put up with anything that happens to us.
John explained every strange and amazing thing he had seen. Some of it made him tremble. Others wouldn't make sense until the right time had come. But the last part of his vision,
That's the very best part. I can't wait to write all about it.
God had shown John how the whole story will turn out for everyone who believes in Jesus. Carefully, he recalled all the incredible things he'd seen.
How am I going to do this? I mean, there's no way that words can capture it. But I have to try. It's just a picture. Until they get to see for themselves how real and breathtaking it will be. I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
John remembered the words that Jesus had spoken while he was on earth, right before his death and return to life.
There are many rooms in my Father's house. I am going there to prepare a place for you. If I go and do that, I will come back, and I will take you to be with me. Then you will also be where I am.
That's what I saw. It's the special place Jesus is making for each one of us. A place where we will never be apart from God.
John recalled the next scene from his vision. He saw a great white throne.
I heard a loud voice from the throne. It said, "Now God makes his home with people. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or sadness. There will be no more crying or pain."
John paused as he stared in wonder at what he had just written down.
All of these terrible things we've seen. People sick and hurt, being mocked and put in jail. All of it will be made right.
Something else stood out to John.
Light. There was so much light. The city does not need the sun or moon to shine on it. God's glory is its light, and the Lamb, Jesus, is its lamp. Its gates will never be shut because there will be no night there.
The place John had seen wasn't just filled with light, it was beautiful too.
Then the angel showed me the river of the water of life. It was as clear as crystal. It flowed from the throne of God and of the Lamb. It flowed down the middle of the city's main street. On each side of the river stood the tree of life. Its fruit was ripe every month. The leaves of the tree bring healing to the nations.
Once again, John lifted his pen from the page. It just seemed impossible to share the real glory of what he had seen with tiny black marks on a scroll. He tried again.
God's servants will serve him. They will see his face.
John felt himself grinning. He could say one thing for sure, no one would be bored. He and every other person who believes in God would finally be able to live out what they were created to do, fully and completely, with no sin or frustration or weariness to get in the way.
May the grace of the Lord Jesus be with God's people. Amen.
Now, John didn't know exactly when the things God had shown him would take place, and neither do we. But from what we've seen and heard, we know one thing for certain. In the end, God will make everything right for those who trust in him.
Whoa! Would you look at that? That doesn't look like cheese at all. I love getting a glimpse of things I'm not used to seeing every day. Like today's story. We got a little glimpse of what the future could be like. When Jesus was on earth, he said if anyone puts their faith in him, they'll have a relationship with God that will last forever. That means we can be a part of God's big story, a story that never ends. Now, I don't know what you imagine when you think about heaven. Maybe it's clouds and harps and angels flying around. Maybe what you imagine is exactly right. Though there's a lot about the future we don't understand, it's exciting to think about the things we do know. When we believe in Jesus, we can look forward to a time when there will be no more pain, no more sadness. Everything will be made new. We will be fully alive with God in a way we can't even imagine. That's the one thing to remember today. Following Jesus will turn out greater than you can imagine. Having a glimpse at the future can give us hope here in the present. When we're worried about something or someone, or when we're sad or in pain, we know the bad things won't last forever. God has a future plan for us that we can truly focus on. Speaking of, let's see what this thing is focused on now. I don't believe it! Space cats! Oh. Gotcha! Thanks for hanging with me in the lab, and keep focusing on the important stuff. See you later.
Sometimes the road ahead can be so rough. You are the reason why I don't give up. 'Cause even when it's
Kyle, as much as I'm going to miss you, Anthem's going to miss you, the kids are going to miss you, we all know that God has a good plan for you, whether that leads you to Georgia or South Carolina or hopefully back here, out here to California. We all know that God has you in his hands and you don't have to worry about anything.
We don't know what the future is going to look like, but we know the one who does.
Exactly.
Owen, it's my last time.
Yeah.
Can we go off with one big hoorah?
Let's go get that hamster, boys and girls.
Terrence, you're coming home.
We're going to bring you guys with us so you can see the entire process of us getting that hamster.
Let's do this.
You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Right now?
Yeah, let's go.
We're going.
Owen,
We're going to go get a hamster.
I can't believe that we were going to do this. I mean, a hamster.
I'm so excited.
Like, why not like a goldfish or something?
No, because the hamster is what was on the wheel, and the hamster is awesome.
I get it, but who put a hamster on the wheel?
Pretty sure Pastor Chase did. You know, I'm fine with it though. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining.
I can't believe that we're doing this. And it has to be named Terrence, right?
Yes, it has to be.
It's just such a terrible name for a hamster. Owen, I can't believe we're here.
We're here at PetSmart. Petco.
We're here. We're buying a hamster.
Let's go get him.
Let's go find
I'm
Terrence.
sick and tired of waiting.
Come on, let's go. Let's go, guys.
Come with us. All right, we are here at PetSmart. Petco.
All right, bro. Look where we're at.
As beautiful as these fish are, and as much as I love aquatic animals and these fish, Kyle, I just want a hamster so bad, and we landed on it.
But like, look at him. Look at him.
But you can't like touch them.
Little Clyde.
No, you can't. No, we have to get a hamster.
All right, you sure about this?
Let's go see the hamsters. Let's go.
All right, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen,
We found Terrence.
there he is. Little Terrence.
So gorgeous. My little Bubba.
Hey, buddy. Oh, we got chinchillas.
Oh, they're fighting.
Oh, they're playing tag.
I found one chinchilla too, dude. Oh, they're tripping.
Oh my gosh. This is crazy. They look like they're living the best time of their life right now. Here we go.
He's so soft.
And they can bite if they feel super scared.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's Terrence. Boys and girls, we picked out a hamster. We have all of our stuff. The lady is getting the cage for him right now. And then we're gonna buy everything.
Terrence, you're coming home, buddy.
Terrence is coming home with us. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
I still can't believe it's happening, but...
Yeah, it's kind of weird, not gonna lie.
Owen, let's see him, buddy.
Whoa, you guys. Here he is. Our little friend.
Man, I can't believe we did that, Owen. Like,
We did it.
it was such a great idea, actually.
You know, no, it was a terrible idea.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, buying a hamster is kind of a bad idea.
What? I was talking about the name Terrence.
Oh yeah, so was I. I mean, I always said Terrence was a bad idea.
You know, I mean, I like the name Terrence, but it was a bad idea because after today, I think that we should name it Kyle in honor of you.
Gosh, I always knew something was gonna be named after me.
And I don't know who our new co-host is going to be yet, but one thing I do know for sure is we will always have our little Kyle here with us.
So you know how Scotland has a unicorn as their mascot?
Anthem Kids has a hamster.
I'd like to thank my mom and my dad, my sisters and my teddy bear for always supporting me, my feet for keeping me off the ground, my arms for always being by my side, and for Sidewalks, shout out to Sidewalks for keeping me off the streets. This one's for you guys. No, but in all seriousness, guys, it has been so much fun. Thank you for being here. Owen, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Kyle.
Guys, we got this one more time. We got the lettuce
And the chicken.
and the cheese.
That's a wrap.